I was raised by single mom. My dad died 2 years after I was born. I focused on my career for the most part of my life, and my mom supported me doing that. But when I was 20, I met my ex-girlfriend, and we got together. We were colleagues first, but she told me she'd work in a different sector soon. In her new workplace, she met a new guy who she fell in love with while being in a relationship with me. I only found out because she admitted to have sex with him to me after she went out for girls' night with her friends. I immediately broke up with her and threw her out. A few hours of me trying to process what happened, my mom called me and shouted at me that she hasn't raised me like this. I was confused and asked what she meant, and she said that my ex-girlfriend accused me of cheating on her, and that she found proof of that on my phone. I couldn't believe what I just heard. I tried to talk to my mother, telling her that the exact opposite is true, and that she has cheated on me, but she didn't believe me. Part of the reason is probably because she and my mom truly loved each other. I never had a problem with that. Till then, I liked how they got along with each other. My mother called me a liar, and she said she'd disinherit me from her will, as she's not having a cheater as a son. She said she never wants to see me again. Then later, my grandparents called me to tell me how disappointed they are of me, and that I deserve every bad thing that is to come. You know what the worst thing was? I found out that my cheating ex-girlfriend continued to meet with my mom after everything she did. All of this was so painful for me. The only person that sided with me was my best friend, who was furious with her. I talked to him, and he hugged me, and I cried in his arms. I know many people would think that's unusual for two guys, but his support really helped me getting through this. 1 year later, when I already was over it, my doorbell rang, and when I opened, I saw my mom with teary eyes, and I began to feel how my emotions are coming up. And I slammed the door and started crying, asking her what the heck she wants here. She said she wanted to talk to me and that she was so sorry. After she begged for 15 minutes straight, I gave in and opened the door. She said my ex admitted that she cheated when she was drunk. She apologized profusely and said that she knows that she failed as a mother, not believing her own child. I told her that I accept her apology, but I don't want to see her now, and that I probably can never forgive her, even though she begged me to forgive her. Over the last few months, she started calling me daily just to hear my voice, as she said. She said she missed me, then apologized again, and asked if I could just come over. Her voice always sounded kinda painful, and she always says how much she loves me, and that even she could understand that I'd hate her, she cannot live with this thought on her head. I don't even hate her. I still love her. She is still my mom, but the trust is broken. I can never trust her again, because what if I got into a relationship again? Who says that she wouldn't just believe their word over mine again? I appreciate her efforts, but I just cannot forgive her or even see her now. And I hope she understands that I need time. Update. After reading too many comments yesterday, I decided to meet with my mom today to clarify everything. I texted her to come over, and she didn't hesitate. She literally appeared at my door within 15 minutes. Many of you pointed out good points I should ask her. Even though she called several times, we rarely really talked. So when she came over, I sat her down in the living room. There I asked about my grandparents, her will, and if she is still in contact with my ex. She explained that she had told my grandparents and she expected them to call me, but it seems like they were too stubborn. She also said I'm in her will again. She then started talking shit about my ex. She said that when she found out, she punched her so hard that my ex lost a few teeth. I very much doubt the accuracy of this story detail, but I wanted to share it anyway because for me, it was a funny thing to think about. She said she told her to and threw her out of the house. She then again started apologizing profusely and telling me that she knows how hard she messed up and that I probably can never trust her, but she wants to do everything in her power to make this right. She explained that the man before my father had cheated on her, so infidelity was a sensitive topic for her. And then she said that she regrets not believing me or even remotely hearing my side of the story. I sat quiet while she explained all this. I then asked her how I know that I could trust her now. What would happen if I got into a similar situation and if she would just throw me away again? She said I have her word, and I replied that her word is basically meaningless as I don't trust her in the first place. She didn't reply to that answer properly and again begged me to forgive. I told her that I cannot forgive her for now, and maybe I will never be able to forgive her. But I also see her efforts, and if she wants me in her life again, then she has to show me that I can count on her. She started tearing up. I could tell she tried to hold in her tears the entire time. But then she broke down crying, and with a whimpering voice, she asked if she at least could give me a hug. I accepted that, and she said she's gonna make this right, no matter what it takes, and then she left. Now, while I am kinda touched in how she shows how much she regrets doing what she did, I am really concerned about my own reaction. When she broke down, and I saw my own mother there on the floor, crying, I didn't feel anything. I wasn't sad, I wasn't angry, I wasn't happy, and I certainly didn't show any sort of empathy for her. I just couldn't. During the year of having no contact with her, I refused to go to therapy. Maybe it's not too late to do that now. In the end, I want to thank all of you for your nice comments and support. I tried to read every single one of your comments, but the post kinda exploded way more than I expected. Have a nice day. Story 2. I thought I'd have forgiven my husband for cheating on me, until I fell in love with someone else. I am 34 female, have been with my husband, Will 38 male for 10 years, married for 7. We have a child 5 May. 4 years ago, I found out he was having an affair. A story as old as time itself. The classic signs were all there: distant, long work hours, smiling at his phone, etc. So one day after he went to bed, I checked his phone, found out it was the fresh graduate 23 female at that time that joined his company the previous year. From the messages, it was PA and EA that has been going on for at least 6 months. The cheap hotel ex was hard to read about, but what was worse was how emotionally connected he was, calling each other nicknames, doing things that were historically our things. No, it was too much. I took all the screenshots, packed bags for my kid, and I called my brother to come pick me up from my parents' house. And when my brother was here, woke my husband to tell him I was leaving. By the end of the week, I had already had a consultation with the lawyer. There was no going back. For the next 2 years, yes, years not months, my husband tried relentlessly to win me back. He did everything, and he did everything right. Begging and groveling, said he was blinded by the attention he got, cut off the girl immediately, switched jobs within 2 months, booked counseling sessions that he begged me to attend, made progress in counseling, read books, you name it. He was visiting our son almost every day after work and weekends. When he wasn't here, he would text me where he was, also shared his location. I saw genuine and consistent change and remorse in him. And after 6 months, me and the baby moved back with him. Things did get better and better every day for the next 1.5 years until we reached the normal state that we are at now. I can't explain why or what it is, but during the last 4 years I feel like I have been in an emotional limbo. Things are normal, as I said. We go on dates, have ex, have family, just like before. But I feel emotionally detached from him, like I can't be all in. I know I have forgiven him, and now I don't even think about the affair every day. Neither do I have any reason to doubt him anymore. But I also don't feel this love for him like before. He seems to think we are back to our old relationship, but I feel like we are very friendly roommates that smile and wave and just go with the flow. I thought this was my new reality, and I was never going to get the old me back until I met Jake. I met Jake 35 male about a year ago on our local subreddit. He posted about a hobby we share and I commented. It's a rather uncommon hobby, so not many people have interest in it. Then DM, chit-chat, and such. The first month was nothing but talk of this hobby. Then we slowly started to get to know each other. He is a widower, and I told him I have a family. We met a few times for coffee after work and for the hobby. Yes, my husband knows that I am meeting this new friend Jake for the hobby. He doesn't know I found Jake on Reddit. I don't know how to word it properly, but I am finally happy and back to my old self. And the reason for that is Jake. We have fallen for each other over the last year and have confessed our feelings for each other. I never thought I would feel this way again, and yet here I am. We have never done anything physical, only met in public, but this is certainly emotional infidelity towards my husband. On one hand, I understand that emotions are not rational, and it is my husband's doing that we are here. But on the other hand, I feel extremely guilty because he has been trying so hard to reconcile. I also feel so angry at him these days for putting me in this position. Also, in the middle of all this, I am in pain that I can't be with Jake and am shackled to my married life. Jake says he understands my duties as a mother and would never ask me to do anything I didn't want to, but he was there for me and my kid if I wanted. I don't know why I made this post, maybe to clear my head. What do I do? Where do I go from here? Do I torpedo my marriage and all the handwork we have put into reconciliation to pursue a fling with someone I just met that may or may not turn into anything serious? Do I wipe him out and go back to whatever limbo of a marriage that I have left and just suck it up? Update. I made a post here in early January about my husband's affair and subsequently my EA. It's in my profile. The told of that is that husband cheated years ago. We worked on reconciliation and move on, or so I thought, until I met someone else a year ago that made me realize I had not healed as well as I thought, and I fell for this new man. Thank you to everyone who read it and commented, most of which were surprisingly supportive. Ask why I even made the original post. I guess I was feeling really down around Christmas and New Year's, and just wanted to vent and even have someone talk some sense into me. But Redditors have helped me see things more clearly, and I am grateful to you for that. A lot has happened since then, but if you don't want to read it all, here's the summary. I have started the divorce proceedings with my husband, and we're working out the legalities. Ask where I stand with Jake. First, answers to some fact. Yes, we both have jobs and financial independence. Is my husband still cheating on me? Well, I honestly couldn't say. But based on the data I have on hand, his behavior, his phone activity, involvement with the kid and myself, time accounted for, no work travels or anything, I am fairly certain he's not. But who knows if he's a master manipulator? The hobby that we share is fairly niche, and I don't want to reveal it in case someone identifies us. We have made other friends there too. But it's nothing sporty or physical. Think more like pottery or painting, although they're not niche. Some people asked why I haven't given any thought to my son in all this. I think they're missing the point. Firstly, what relevance info could I post about him? And secondly, why do you think I reconciled with my husband? Certainly not for me. Whatever we decide our son will be our priority and well taken care of. I'll keep him out of this post too. On to the update. I read all the comments and all that was said here, and finally had the courage to admit that yes, this was a sham marriage. I was not proud of my own actions, but I had to go. A few days after I posted I went no with Jake. I told him I couldn't do this right now. This wasn't me, and more importantly, I needed to focus on my mess. Ike what future holds, but for now we'd have to stop. He said he understood and supported my decision, and would be here if I ever wanted to reach out. That's the end of that. In the meantime, I disclosed some of this to my closest friends and family. They all supported me and been there for me. My best friend also helped me plan and process all this, find a lawyer, go to appointments, etc. I have been strategizing the legal aspects for the last couple of months. About 2 weeks ago, I had a sit down with my husband and asked him for a divorce. It wasn't pretty. He was surprised, desperate, sad, angry. A lot was said, some of which I am not proud of. He begged me to work on it, was surprised when I brought up his affair, was angry that I led him on for 4 years, to which I asked him if he was sad because he missed out on his chance with AP. Because let's face it, cheaters beg for their partner, and when the partner turns them down, they go right back to AP, as if they had a backup plan all along. This hurt him a lot, and I shouldn't have said it, but I've been thinking about it for 4 years. I told him all about Jake as well, but made it clear that regardless of that, I'll be leaving. I just couldn't trust him anymore. I was at my lowest point during a very difficult pregnancy and birth, all of which he was there for. He saw me struggle to breastfeed the baby, suffer from sleep deprivation, go through all of this. Instead of supporting his wife and son, how did he have the time to go have an affair? I can't wrap my head around. He has been sleeping in the guest room since then. We have had many conversations since then, and I think he is finally getting around to accepting that it's over. He'll move out this weekend. We've agreed to keep things civil, but we'll see how it goes.